Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Mainframe Defenders. In the last episode, we started another run, and made our squad that consists of long-range weaponry and extra movement. They did pretty well so far on the first 3 missions of the game. We actually went after 2 normal missions right at the start, and we did it. That takes quite a bit of work, so I'm super glad we were successful at that. We'll take a look at our squad members again, like I like to do before we get going. Take a look at their equipment that they have on them, any upgrades they possess, and then we'll go ahead and start the next mission. So here's Templar. He is an Atlas A, if I recall correctly, armed with a ray gun. Decent range on that, 40% crit. Heavy reactor, which gives him the extra AP he needs to fire that weapon. Light propulsion, giving him a 6-second extra move. And a filter module, increasing his critical chance by 60%, which gives him a 40% critical chance, all told. For his upgrade, he's gotten minus 10 heat applied at the end of the turn, to make up for the fact that he's got the lightweight propulsion. We're probably never taking this all off of him. He's always going to have lightweight propulsion. We may end up dropping the heavy reactor and ray gun for a different long-range weapon, or maybe a burst weapon for him in the future. But at the moment, this is what he's got. Here's Sentry, armed with a kinetic cannon, range 11, fantastic range weapon, one of the longest range weapons in the game. A wide spread of damage, and 15 extra if it crits. An acid cannon for closer range combat, applying imp interference and corrosion to the target. And a gyro stabilizer, which increases this damage by 5. But more importantly, it improves the kinetic cannon's damage to 35 points of damage. An amazing passive ability, and we're going to want him to keep it as long as he's using the kinetic cannon. For upgrades, he has a 6-second move range, and 5 extra heat because we took that with him. Here's Burst. Oh, and this is a... Oh, I forget what name this is for the bot. I can't remember. Does it tell me in the upgrades? Jaeger. A Jaeger A, if I recall correctly. Burst is a Vindicator A, if I remember right. Armed with a Javelin. Does more damage the more heat it has. And a decent range of 9. A Carabin. This weapon has a cooldown on it of 2 turns. We can only use it every other turn. But it has no heat when it fires. And it does decent damage, actually. 15 through 17. He's using an adaptive sensor to give him a small chance to crit, 30%, and plus 30% crit damage. And an acid infuser. So now he's inflicting 2 acid damage with every weapon that he strikes with. I find it odd that Templar has a 0% additional crit chance. Oh, because it had moves left. Okay, that's right. Oh, and Burst upgrades. A 4-second move range with 5 extra heat applied at the end of the turn. And Assault, which is a Paladin B. Armed with a laser cannon, which does okay damage, kind of on the weaker side to start with, but it gains 3 damage whenever it hits an opponent. It adds quite a bit of heat to him as well, but the range is really great. Range 11. We gave him a Morana, or at least I did off screen. I moved some stuff around it just a tad. The Morana applies 25 corrosion and 2 armor breach to the target. Crisis cooling, which is pretty decent. If his heat goes over 80, he loses 20 heat at the end of the turn. And an improved sensor. So he's doing more damage with his laser cannon. As I'm looking at this, everyone, I'm going to change my mind again. I'm going to give the Morana to Burst. And Assault's going to gain the acid infuser. I want him firing this laser cannon every single turn. Every turn. Every turn, I want him firing that. Okay. So. We have 136 matter. It's enough to grab a single upgrade with Burst if I want it. We would take the armor breach, actually. I'm pretty sure I would take the armor breach here. I don't care about lowering the cool... I really can't afford minus 40 max heat, so I'm not interested in this upgrade. I don't really care about a crit chance on him, not too much. It would be handy. But the armor breach, I think, is what we need. We don't really do a whole lot of... Oh, we do corrosion damage with your acid cannon and your Marana now. So maybe you do hold on to that for 40% crit chance. With the adaptive sensor, that would be a 70% chance to crit with the javelin. Okay, maybe we do take that later. We have 136 matter, and I'm eyeing this crisis cooling. I would be very tempted to take that. But oh, and I'm babbling already. The mission we're going to be doing, however, over here, is going to be a hard repel the assault. I'm kind of nervous about this. But we get 88 matter. It's one of the best ones for the missions that showed up for us here. And we get a cooling kit. A cooling kit would be really handy for my squad. We are struggling with heat at the moment. If we get that cooling kit, I won't feel as obligated to grab the crisis cooling here. So, I think what we're going to do... Well, actually, let's look at our squad a little bit more. If I get that cooling kit, who's getting it? Probably Sentry. And we'll move the acid cannon to assault, and then we will drop the acid infuser on him, and he will fire a different weapon. Okay, well, with that in mind, then, I'm actually going to produce a repair kit. And we're going to give this to Sentry. We need some way to heal ourselves and or remove status effects. We haven't had any means of doing that, and if we're going to do a hard mission, we may need this. So, we're building it. Alright. So now with that... Oh, with that done, hold on. Okay, both of these are still locked. Alright! So let's go ahead and do a hard mission. Time to repel an assault. So down here, I see a repair station. It works twice, and it heals only my units, and it will heal them 8 hit points, and remove all status effects if a unit ends their turn within it. Now, this is a Repel the Assault mission, so we have 4 rounds of enemies warping in. If we can find out where the enemies are, that is extremely helpful to reduce their numbers. There's also antimatter strewn about these locations. Yep, so we want to get all the leftover antimatter here, too. So we're going to dash some of our people into rooms where I see antimatter and try to grab that stuff. Okay, we found the room they're spawning in. Darn it, there's antimatter up there, but I'm not going to be able to get it with Sentry. That's too far away. I do like this room, though, as a potential room to fight in, because it's got 2 coolers in it. Let's end our turn. So some enemies have now spawned in, the ones that were in Sentry's room. Yeah, we could grab this. But then Sentry's got to take hits from a Bulwark and a Scorpion. Although, Sentry does have the repair kit. You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. So that was 14 extra matter. There's an extra 17 matter. Oh! Others actually finished spawning in. I've got a Praetorian here that is not in the warping animation. Alright, we've earned an extra, I think 50 matter. Oh my god, you lost 20 hit points, Sentry. He's gonna move down here and heal himself. Let's move you out here and use the Carabin to instantly kill that repairman and then move you away. It's a 6 range. Should be safe here. Now, we have got no armor on any of my squad mates. Okay, Sentry, we need to get you away from being hit anymore. You're dying up there. Scorpions have isolated internals, so we'll have to hope that crits and kills them, and it does. I'm gonna aim for that repairman instead of the Praetorian, because the Praetorian will just get healed by that repairman. I would love to get that dark matter. Another squad just warped in. We have one final squad warping below us. Okay, here's what we do. Assault, we move you. I really want that dark matter. We have 3 turns to get it. There may be more dark matter in this room, which we haven't quite seen it. It looks like there is a repair station here, but I'm worried there's enemies that spawned in there, and I don't want to run over there only to find myself in a situation I can't get out of. Assault and Burst can kill this Praetorian without too much trouble. Assuming that we do at least 20 damage here with Assault. And we didn't do it. We did 19. But I think we'll still be okay. Oh! No, we won't! Okay, we did not do nearly the damage I was hoping to do to this. I should have used my Morana on it. Okay, well, I mean, we can get the final kill hit on it with Sentry here. But it took all of us... No, it took 3 of us to kill it. Alright, more enemies have spawned in. Let's run you up here, Assault. Oh, very nice. There's even more dark matter up here. Let's grab that. And it turns out I'm not going to do a battle. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. If I move you here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sentry, you'll be the one to go get that dark matter, and we'll use the repair kit on yourself. We're not going to do the fight in either of these rooms, apparently. There's 7 enemies left, so we have 1 up here, we've seen 3 down here, there's 4 more in another room, probably in this one. Yep, here they come. Alright, Burst, I'm going... Oh, we need to kill the stupid, repairman. I need this... If I can kill the repairman first... Oh, well, we might be able to... It doesn't matter. The bulwark won't matter. There's 2 repairmen we need to worry about. Alright, Sentry, we're running you all the way over here to grab that matter. Make a hole for us. We're going to use these 2 rooms to give us lots of room to maneuver. Yeah, that's going to be the plan. Alright, first we're having you go down a little bit. Actually, no. We'll use... I want to use Templar for this. Move Burst away. Oh, holy crap, more dark matter. But I didn't realize it was there. Okay, well that's fading away. I can't get that. Good crit. Good crit. Alright, need to be a little careful now about how I want to move. Temp 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think the spiders will be able to hit you if I reach out and try to destroy that repairman with you, Templar. Sentry, you're gonna heal yourself again. Okay, let's move you here, Templar. Good crit. I think that's all their repairmen. First, we're going to move you out here and use that Morana. Assault, you move up to the wall. Alright, that bulwark is dead. I think we let the spiders close in a little bit more. That bulwark we don't have to do anything to. The acid will destroy it. Okay, this is what I wanted. Let's see if I can destroy 2 spiders in 1 turn. Spiders have isolated internals, so we don't want to use acid on them. We definitely want to just kill them with our weaponry. Or damage weaponry. Good hit to start sentry. Let's move you back. That should be enough that our javelin can destroy that spider. Okay, that's not bad. We can kill 2 spiders in 1 round. Of course, this is still incredibly weak compared to what we'll be fighting in Tier 2 and Tier 3. But this is also a hard mission, and I'm really impressed that we did as well as we did. I'm talking like it's over. It's not quite over, but I don't think we'll lose someone. Sentry, we move you up first. Alright, and this is over. We'll move you up first burst, and you'll use your Marana on this. Sentry will just sit there to deheat. Actually, Sentry can move up and repair Templar to get me used to the idea that she has that. Alright, and it's over. $88 matter, and a biosteel frame. The biosteel frame is interesting. It's a movement option, but it doesn't generate more heat. Instead, we lose max hull with that. The only one who I'd be interested in giving that to is Templar. Everyone else already has a great deal of extra movement, unless I want to give them even more movement, like a 10 space second movement. I don't think I do, so we're just going to break that down. I see a scavenging kit over here, and I think I want that. I'll think about it. We definitely want this cooling kit. So, Assault A doesn't need the acid infuser. We'll give him a cooling kit. It's a bit awkward, I think, for him to get the cooling kit, because I don't think it heals himself minus 30 heat when he uses it. I think it only heals maybe like 5 extra heat, if I recall correctly. I suppose we could give that to Burst. Burst could use and drop the Javelin. He could use the Carabin, the Morana. Could drop that. Actually, we could give Burst all the items with a cooldown on it. No, not yet. Not yet. Let's think. I still have not been checking the improved sensor to see exactly how it works with the increased damage. I think it does, however, play with the increased damage laser cannon's getting each turn. If this goes up to 42 through 44 points of damage, the improved sensor on his turn is adding another 12 points of damage to that. Maybe what we do, Tim, is give the cooling kit to Sentry and the repair kit to Assault. No, we'll keep the cooling kit on Assault. And so that question is, do I want to give an acid infuser to Burst and drop one of his weapons? We could also give it to Sentry and drop the acid cannon. I don't really want to do any of that, though. Let's sell the acid infuser. That 14 extra... So we sold for 14 plus 17 is 31, which is half the price of the scavenging tools. We're on mission 5 for tier 1. I think this is... Yeah, this is early enough where we will still benefit from that... From the scavenging tools. It will make up the cost of purchasing it after 3 missions. Which means that we'll pick up an extra... assuming we never unequip it until the final mission. That would be... 80... 180 extra matter. Now we could purchase several of these. We could purchase probably 2 more and get an extra 60 matter at the end of each mission. But that means dropping down our matter to nothing. And I do want matter to upgrade my squads, so we'll just purchase one of them at the moment. What's available here for missions? I generally prefer liquid cooling to crisis cooling. Crisis cooling heals a ton more heat, like double what the standard cooling would drop off, but you have to be over a certain heat threshold for it to actually take effect. That is very nice. A ballistics processor for 10 more min and 10 more max damage. Would be useful on Burst. Gives his Javelin a respectable 25 through 30 damage. This goes up to 25 through 27 times 2. The Marana gains 10 damage. I could actually drop the adaptive sensors from him. I wouldn't care about the crit as much anymore, but it could still be useful with that, even with the crit. Could give the adaptive sensor to Sentry and drop the acid cannon. The Moritz gun is interesting. It fires on the enemy squad. It would play nicely with Assault's improved sensor, but then I'd have to drop another... he would have that as his secondary weapon. That would mean dropping the cooling kit off of him, which we could do and give that to someone else. I would probably have to give it to Burst. And we had to drop the Morana off of him, or the adaptive sensor. It's a hard destroy the fabricators, though. I don't like that. And I'm going to sell at least the ray gun and probably reserve reactor. Heavy armor would be nice, but I don't want minus 25 max heat, so we're not taking that. Aeris module is also nice, but no, I'm not taking that either. So it's either destroy the fabricators on hard. Liquid cooling is tempting. These normal missions up here have a good amount of matter as a reward. Plus 5 extra heat for firing a weapon. Adds 10 min max damage. That would be really nice on burst. I take off the adaptive sensor and probably give that to Sentry. We take off his acid cannon. I guess we'd give that to Assault. And I drop the improved sensor off of him. Only 44 matter, so I'm going to want to find more matter strewn about this mission. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's do this one. So we'll do another repair of the Assault. It's only 44 matter, the lowest of all that's out here. But if we can find 3 matter drops, it will go back up to... effectively, that will give us... what is that? 14 times 3 at the very least? That's close to 50. And if we can get more than that, we'll actually earn more matter than these other missions. Let's do it. Let's do another repel the Assault. Let me also just make sure I'm happy with my squad. Crisis coolant, pre-sensor cooling kit. I think I'm good. Okay, let's give it a go. Unless... do we want another scavenging tools, Tim? Maybe just one more? It'll start really paying for it. These will start paying for themselves if you're able to win. You know, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna build another one. Okay, let's do this. I've never had 2 scavenging tools before. That's quite a commitment of matter to getting more matter in the future. So down here we have a heater, so we don't really want to end our turn near that if we can help it. I'm gonna blow a hole in that wall to move in here faster. There is no matter in that room. You could say that that room doesn't matter. Alright, there's some matter down there. We want that. Okay, enemies warping in, and I see matter up there. We found where the enemy's spawning in. We definitely want to get over here and kill the enemy if we can. It helps that there's matter here and here. We can use Burst's Caravan to destroy this repairman. We can take a long-range shot on that Praetorian with Sentry to damage it, and then move Sentry up here to get... actually, Burst can move in here and get that dark matter, and Sentry can run in here to grab that one if another enemy in here isn't so tough to deal with. Okay. Oh, right, we don't see all the enemies in a room when they warp in. I forgot about that. Let's move you down here. That was kind of a weird extra search that we got up there. I'm kind of glad we got it. 14 extra matter, so that's bringing us to 58 for this mission. I really doubt there's matter down here, and I don't think this is an actual room. Okay, Cetra's has to move twice in order to reach this turn, no matter what I do. So I'm going to move him into the room. There's 2 Praetorians, but only one should be able to hit me this turn. Let's use the acid cannon on this Praetorian. And then grab that matter. Yes, I really do want that, but I don't see a way for me to get it without losing Sentry. This is removing it out. You'll use your kinetic cannon to guarantee that one is destroyed. Oh crap! This spider could actually hit Sentry from there. I should have moved him a bit better. I'll move you in the way to block for him. Oh, we're getting less matter from these upgrades. 10 through 14 only. Oh, I forgot the other matter was up there. Oh, Tim. Okay, well, it's too late. This is the prototype. A Devastator with heat damage. A Bulwark with isolated internals. An upgraded Spider with heat damage. Okay, that matter we're not getting. That's all there is to it. Alright, so let's deal with... Oh my god, this is actually going to be tough. We need to run you over here. Oh, that's fantastic. That hits within range with your laser cannon. We'll take that long-range shot. I think we just used your Caravan to guarantee... Oh, to almost guarantee this dies. It might not. We got a 50-50 shot. Right, good, that worked. Can we get that diagonal hit on the Acrid? Yes, we can. would like to search this room for more matter, but we're not going to get a chance to do that this turn. Let's hide you. Okay, 3 matters to get the left... 3 matters. 3 turns to get the leftover matter. And I see at least one over here. There's probably one in this room. And this one I don't think we're getting. This is too dangerous up here. This combination of Devastator and Heavy Spider is nasty. With prop damage inflicted on us, we can't get away from the Devastator. This thing is... damage goes up by 1 every single turn. It doesn't move very far. It doesn't have a great amount of range. Its weapon initially does okay damage. That's right, 8 through 10. That's decent for the enemy. But I'm really nervous about it. I don't want to have to deal with it if I don't have to. Alright, so... Burst. How are we dealing with this Scorpion? I think we move up here, and we hit it with Sentry to get its armor reduced. 19 through 22. It should kill it with Assault. Burst, I can't... I should have done this differently. You're hurt. We could have used a cooling kit on Sentry, and you could have killed that creature, because now you don't have a target. Okay, there is no more matter in this room, so it's only these 2 that are left. Why did I leave Assault there? Assault should have been moved around the corner. Okay, at least the heater didn't fire on him. Alright, Burst, let's use the Carabin. And you'll make your way over there to get this matter. As a cannon doesn't quite kill it. That's annoying. But it will die next turn. We'll take a little bit of damage. But again, if it will die automatically, I'm willing to let that happen. Can we kill this heater this round? Okay, the Praetorian is dead. I think the cooling kit... Yeah, cooling kit can still be used. Oh, and it does heal himself for, it looks like 30 heat damage, so that's useful to know. Let's move you over here. Blow a hole in that wall. Sentry will move up. Repair kit first, and then moves away to get out of line of sight. First, I'm gonna leave you in that room to tempt the bulwark down. Assault, you'll just sit there. You're not in any danger. And Templar... let's destroy that gravestone. It's not a grave. I don't know actually what it is, though, so we'll just get it out of the way. Let's, Templar, we can move again. But there's no reason to do so, so we'll just leave you there. Assault can move twice. You know what? No, let's not do anything with him. He needs more heat off of himself as well. Okay. You need to get your heat down, Sentry, but you can take one single shot and not be overheated this round. So let's do that. Gee, who has the Marana? That's you, Burst? Wow. Don't think we even need... we did need to use the Marana because the minus armor is what let us kill it with 2 normal hits. Alright, Assault, let's use that cooling kit on Sentry. Sentry will pop out the long-range shot on the Spider. Burst can move up. He doesn't need to move up that much. And now it's just a matter of playing hide-and-seek with that Devastator. And that's why I blew a hole in that wall. I was expecting it to move straight down. So, Devastators have that armor that reduces the damage. It afflicts the unit that damaged it with a debuff that reduces their damage by 5, I think? Yeah, Unstable Current. So we want to use dot effects on it. So we're going to move you up here. And acid cannon it. That was... I kind of did that in the wrong order. It should have been the Marana fired first. Oh, and any instance of damage cannot exceed 40. Although we are inflicting 41 points of corrosion damage, so that must mean that when it's damaged by a weapon, that particular damage can't inflict more than 40 to it, as opposed to dot effects that can actually inflict much more than that. It works a little differently than the Praetorian, Praetorian's whatchamacallit does. And I think it's over. Let me move you up. .44 matter and a ballistics processor, but we should have picked up an extra 40 matter from those 2 scavenging tools that we have. Wow, and we did, and we got probably close to another 60 matter from the mission, from all the matter we picked up. And now we're up to 247. That is wonderful. Alright, so we have time to do one more mission, and I'm thinking, should I cut the recording? And I know some of you guys will like to watch my thought process of why I'm making the choices I'm making. So let's think about this. So okay. The idea of this squad was for everyone to use long-range weaponry. That was the idea. That's why I chose who I chose. So if I start swapping out their long-range weaponry and begin changing them over to like dot effects or stuff like that, I think that ruins this thematic group, so we don't want to do that. So I would like the Javelin or another similarly ranged weapon on Burst. That plasma sniper rifle is amazing, but I don't like the plasma residue. Templar could. Okay, hold on. We have the ballistics processor, Tim. Who's getting that? All right, that's +5, +10 damage per shot. So that really should go on Burst. His Javelin will be increased nicely to 25 through 30 damage. The Carabin gets increased damage, and so does the Marana. We could lose the adaptive sensor. He wouldn't crit with any of his weapons. We could also drop the Marana off of him and give it to a different unit. That's tempting also. I think we do this. So you keep the ballistics processor now. We'll hold on to that adaptive sensor. These generate heat now. The Carabin will actually generate 10 heat when it fires, because that's +5 heat per shot. But we'll give it a try and see if I like it or not. We're still at tier 1, so this is when we should be experimenting with things. That Marana is very useful. Burst kind of wants to have it, because later on he's able to get the cooldown on weapons he possesses reduced by 1. Assuming I'm still using this by the time we're hitting tier 3 upgrades on my bots. I think we'll give that to Sentry. Sentry is using both weapons that add armor breach. Which is kind of good, because it means that whenever I activate Sentry, I will remember, or I don't have to think about it, Sentry's the one with the weapons that have armor breach. But it's bad because if I need to put 5 armor breach on a target that turn, I can't. Only Sentry's able to put armor breach on, but I think we'll still do this. Now that acid cannon is also useful, so I don't think I want to simply drop it. I still haven't really been paying attention to the improved sensor to know if it's actually helping me significantly. I think it is. So with that in mind, then, no one else I feel can really drop an item unless I'm willing to drop a weapon for that acid cannon. And I don't think I'm willing to do that at the moment. So we lose a little bit of dot effect. Of dot damage. We lose imp interference. But I like my current squad, so let's go with this. Now, what's available over here to purchase? For 1 action point, someone else gains 2 action points with a 2-turn cooldown. That's nice if I needed burst damage. Once again, we could convert burst to just a miscellaneous unit. We could give him power bank. I'm not you know, it says item type utility. I actually don't think... Hold on, let's look at this really quick. All weapons reduced by 1 turn. All weapons reduced by 1 turn. Those do not affect power bank. These are utility items. We could give him power bank, the cooling kit, the repair kit. And he keeps... No, I don't want to do that. I do want to do it, but no, we're not going to do it. Alright, so what else do we have over here? The plasma sniper rifle is very tempting. If we give that to Templar, we can upgrade Templar to have the remove 1 status effect from him. And then the plasma sniper rifle here, it will, he'll purge that plasma residue every turn, assuming he gets no other debuffs on him. He loses 1 range, but his light propulsion is very useful. This also does more heat, but it also makes it so that he only has 2 action points, which means that we can drop the heavy reactor off of him. That's very tempting to do, actually. He still is long range, and we free up... The most important thing is we free up an extra slot on Templar. Of course, he would lose 40% chance to crit, so he goes back to being 60% only. But then we could swap the adaptive sensor to Templar. And then we put the acid cannon on burst. Okay, we'll think about that. What else do we have? A brazier. Does more damage per heat. That sounds a lot like your javelin. It is exactly the same as your javelin. I'm sorry, not the same. I'm sorry, it's not at all the same. But the idea is the same. The more heat burst has, the more damage he's able to do. I kind of don't really want that for him, so we're not going to take that. Okay, so we're going to lock the plasma sniper rifle. And now let's see what missions are available. Acid suppressor, a carabin, scavenger nanites, armor plating, and an upgraded acid cannon. This is tempting. We're getting blue weapons here, and on our 6th tier 1 mission. So it's always, I really like going for upgraded weaponry. In fact, if we want this acid cannon, we should just sell the one we have in our inventory. We're not going to make use of it because there's a better one right here. Armor plating is nice if I can find room for it on someone to give them a little bit of defense. I see a nullifier here. That's also very tempting. Removes all status effects. We could give that to Templar, especially if I plan on building him the plasma sniper rifle. And for his upgrade, we would then take the 40% crit chance item. So he would gain back 100% chance to crit. He'd have the nullifier instead of the heavy reactor to purge all status effects, and he'd use the plasma sniper rifle forever. And he'd crit 100% of the time, which means that he would be inflicting 55 through... Is that right? Yeah, 55 through 60 damage whenever he fires it. I mean, that's amazing. So either of these so far are very tempting. Oh, that's interesting too. But I'm not going to go for an infected node mission. Our squad really doesn't want to ever do these missions. So unless there's something extremely tempting as a reward, I'm not going to go for this. We need to inflict as much damage as possible. That's what this squad's focus is. Damage, not dots. So we don't want to go for that. Ooh. Deployable cooling sounds amazing. If the unit has moves left, minus 25 heat at the end of the turn. And the overclocking module also sounds great. While heat is above 40, adds 7 min and 7 max damage. We go over 40 heat almost immediately with my squad. Let's see what's down here for the harder missions. Eris module is decent. I have no unit that I think I'd be able to find the space for that on. Another ballistics processor. We don't need that. Oh, improved diagnostics is very nice, though. Our squad units begin healing themselves, and it's a squad upgrade. That's tempting. We don't really have burst weapons, so that's not so useful. Nope. We don't need scouting equipment. We don't need a power bank. Fusion gun. We don't really have... We don't have any units that care about applying heat damage to the enemy. That's not useful. And I don't care about the second lightweight propulsion. So, this is tempting. But I think we'll be fine without that at this moment. We'll skip that. So, I think it's one of these two missions. We probably assault again. We could do a third one of those this time. I mean, we can get lots of matter from this mission, but no, I like mixing it up for the Let's Play. I have to keep in mind that I am a YouTuber uploading this for YouTube, so we need to make it entertaining and not do the same mission over and over again. At least, I don't think you guys want me to do that. So, it's going to be one of these two missions. And I'm thinking we want that nullifier. Oh, but the acid cannon's also good. That nullifier plays so nicely with the plasma sniper rifle. That does play so nicely with that. What do these sell for? 14 and 28, so that's 42 matter. So this is actually going to be only 118 cost. We're going to earn an extra 40 for the mission. And an extra 6. Okay, so it's basically we do this mission, and the matter we earn from it covers the cost of the of purchasing that plasma rifle for a standard nullifier. The only thing about the plasma sniper rifle is I would want some... Well, Templar, as his last upgrade, can take plus 80% crit damage on that plasma sniper rifle. The issue with the plasma sniper rifle, though, Tim, is that some later enemies, the max damage you can do to them is 40. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You're going heavy on the extreme amounts of damage at this moment. Someone's going to have to be swapped over to doing burst at some point in the future. I didn't think about that, but that's a good point. You know what we could do? Its range is only 5. Burst goes from a long-range attacker to a short-range attacker. I didn't really want to do that. But with the Carabin and the Brazier, he then does a good amount of light damage. I would want an autocannon on him, Tim. Like a heavy autocannon instead. And you passed on that. That was an upgrade over here this last turn. I don't need to worry about it quite yet. Okay. I'm thinking way ahead. We don't want to do that anymore. Let's start this mission. So, these are so nice these are both very nice. But we're gonna go for this nullifier. And we haven't seen the download data yet in this run. So, let's do this. You sure, Tim? I mean, if you get the overclocking module... Let's think about this one more time. If I get the overclocking bat, well... Templar... The 40% crit chance makes up for dropping the ray gun. I really think I want the plasma sniper rifle. It's just, this is also 160 matter. If I don't have to build it, that would be an upgrade for a squad member. Deployable cooling could be given to assault instead of the crisis cooling. The overclocking module could be given to burst, and if he's got the Brazier, he's going to do quite a bit of damage. Oh, but the Brazier can't crit. So that would be... then I'd give the adaptive sensor to someone else, is all. Stick with your original plan and go for that nullifier, Tim. Go for the nullifier. Let's do it. Okay. Off we go. If we're super lucky, we'll find this quickly. We're looking for something that looks a lot like this, but is blue in color. Oh, this is the opposite of quick. There it is. It's going to be this room. This is so amazing. I have never played a squad that has this amount of movement. Alright, we got it. We're getting the hell out of here now. We have warpins behind us. We've activated all the enemies on the map as well, so we need to get into this area and get on those escape tiles as soon as possible. This was a very quick mission, thanks to our movement capabilities. Okay, Sentry, we're charging you up and out of there. Keep you behind cover so you're safe. I don't like any of the enemies in this room, but I can't one-hit any of them. Actually, we can. If we crit with Templar, we can one-hit kill the Acrid here. Oh, and Assault. Okay, so you were doing 15 through 18 damage. So that's extra 3 damage thanks to your sensors. Let's have you... Alright, hold on. Templar, fire on the Acrid. Yes, you crit and killed it. Templar, let's move you all the way over here. Focus on that. But no, this... Yeah, I think it is improving it. Now, you gain 3 damage, but you actually gain 4. Thanks to that other upgrade that you have. Kill that. Alright, both Actors are down. Those are the heavy damage dealers. But technically, everything here does heavy damage because we've got no armor on any of our squad mates. Okay, you have armor, and we have a Morana on someone down here, I thought. Oh, I don't! The Morana's on Sentry. Okay, we're destroying the spider then instead. Oh, I moved twice! Hold on a second. I moved twice, so the kinetic cannon doesn't do nearly as much damage as it used to. But I still think we destroyed the spider. Because I need it to be able to get away from this. We need to move Sentry twice, or he's going to get only 4 movement. And we could lose him, but it's not likely. Still, we're going to go for the spider next. Alright, it's over. We just have to move... We just have to move Sentry up. But you get more points if you kill more units at the end by the end of the game, so we'll get another point. Okay, everyone, that's 3 missions, so we probably should stop here. Before I go ahead, though, and end, I want to take a look at what we've got and see if there's anything, like, if I'm changing my mind about what I'm purchasing. Heavy reactor. Morana, Ren cannon, plasma autocannon. Power management. We're probably going. We are going here. We are absolutely going to destroy this maintenance station. This is a squad upgrade that reduces 3 heat, so we really want that. The Karis sensor could be nice. I've never really used that weapon, but we could use it on someone to constantly get more crit damage with that plasma sniper rifle, for example. But no, we're not gonna do that. So yeah, okay. So we're absolutely going here for power management in the next episode. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some last-minute things over here. So we're going to purchase this plasma sniper rifle. Templar will drop the ray gun, drop the heavy reactor, get this as a weapon. Get the nullifier as a upgrade. And then we sell those off. All right, and that did indeed almost make up for the costs of the mission. Made up for the cost of that. I'm not seeing anything over here that I'm that interested in. Yeah, okay, so the Brazier will hold on to, but that's it. And do I want the acid cannon on someone? No, we'll be okay at the moment. All right, everyone. So I think that does it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to swap on the acid autocannon instead of the Morana on Sentry at the moment because there's no cooldown on it. So we'll go with this. It's less. Oh, it's less corrosion damage by quite a bit. No, keep the Morana. I'll think about this off screen. All right, everyone. So we'll stop here. Thank you guys for watching. When we come back, we will go ahead and do this destroy the maintenance station, aiming for this power management. Yep, that's what we're doing. The plasma autocannon also might be able to be worked into this squad somehow, even though it has plasma residue. We'll think about that. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.